Guys, I'm some dumb American, and with me, as always, is Scribe. Say hi, Scribe.
Hi, Scribe.
And Monkey's here. Say
What the
hi,
hell?
Monkey.
Hi, guys.
I'd like, hey, everybody, say hi to Scribe. Hi, Scribe. Oh, and Monkey.
Monkey.
Guys, just
She's
imagine
mean.
if we did that to her, how upset she would be.
She gets upset if we change a word.
She gets upset at, like, Star Wars black people.
Okay, I don't want to fucking talk about it right now. I was in a good mood, and then you brought it up.
Yeah, okay, well.
SDA is still triggered about last night's Star Wars story.
I should be. If you're not triggered, there's something wrong with you.
With you.
Yeah, with you. Not even with you.
With
Like,
you.
with you.
Is that like sneezing?
Yeah.
Okay, with you.
With you.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
With you.
Don't say
So-
Gesundheit. People will think we're white supremacists.
Oh, is that white supremacy now too?
No.
Wait, Gesundheit?
It's German.
sounds
baby.
German.
It's German for good health. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
well,
only for
it
white
means
people.
good health to only
Oh,
Germans, and it's
okay.
Nazi propaganda, so we
All
can't
right.
say it, okay?
Okay, so I've got stories.
Gesundheit,
Okay.
honky.
Do we want to deal with do you want to deal with kidnapped schoolgirls or Stephen Colbert first?
Kidnap
Do the schoolgirls.
Okay. So this was breaking news about an hour ago. 82 Chibok schoolgirls have been released after successful negotiations between the terrorist group Boko Haram and the Nigerian government, the Nigerian president's office said. Negotiating with terrorists, always a good idea.
Mhm.
A government official close to the negotiations told CNN the freed girls are in military custody in Banki, a town in northeast Nigeria. They will be transferred to the capital, Abuja, where they will have medical checks and be reunited with their families. They are believed to be among the 276 girls ages 16 to 18 forced from their beds by Boko Haram militants in the middle of the night in April 2014. The kidnapping from a boarding school in the town of Chibok sparked global outrage and the social media movement, Bring Back Our Girls, which was in 2014. So that movement did nothing. Good to know. I am very, very excited with this development. I cannot even sleep tonight, said Yana Galang, whose daughter Rifkatu was among the girls kidnapped. Let's see. Some Boko Haram suspects are being held by the Nigerian government, some Boko Haram suspects being held by the Nigerian government were released as part of the negotiation.
Of course they were.
I see. The president has repeatedly expressed his total commitment towards ensuring the safe return of the Chibok girls and all other Boko Haram captives. Yeah, well, I guess it's good that they are freed. It's not all of them. It's just 82, but yeah.
I'm glad they're going home. I really
Yes.
am, but this is
That is a devil's bargain, as they say.
yes, exactly.
What?
Yes.
What, dear?
No, I don't remember what I was going to say.
Okay. Let's see. Well, after we get done with the news, SDA, would you be willing to send Bloodwing the link?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, he's going to make a special announcement right here on the Monkey Stream. But we'll get to that shortly. Let's see. Now we have Stephen Colbert. So for those of you that don't know, Stephen Colbert did his usual monologue the other night, and he made some jokes about Trump that were seen as offensive or horrible or something. And
Well, there was one specific joke that got him into the most trouble.
yes,
When talking about Trump's mouth, he said the only thing Trump's mouth is good for is being Vladimir Putin's cock holster.
yes. So this is how the wider world is reacting to this. FCC is reviewing complaints about Colbert's Trump jokes, but that's its job. And this is coming from CNN, so this isn't like Trump tank type stuff. Right now, there's a severe overreaction to the FCC chairman's comments about Stephen Colbert. No, the government is not trying to muzzle one of the most famous comedians in America because he made a vulgar joke about President Trump. Colbert is not being censored. Despite all of Friday's social media chatter and conflicting news headlines, the FCC is doing exactly what it always does. Following Monday's barrage of jokes, including one that implied Trump was taking part in a sexual act with President Vladimir Putin, Colbert and the Late Show found itself in the middle of a backlash. Trump supporters felt he had crossed the line, and others said the joke was homophobic. On Thursday, FCC Chairman Ajit Pai was asked on Talk Radio 1210 WPHT if Colbert's comments violated FCC decency rules.
Wait. The chairman of the FCC was on what channel?
Talk Radio 1210 WPHT.
WFAT. All right.
Yep.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Or WPHT. White people hate tea?
Albino teeth.
What?
I don't know.
There's no actual A. I threw that in there because it's a
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
fat.
Anyway, quote, I have had a chance to see the clip now, and so as we get complaints, and we've gotten a number of them, we are going to take the facts that we find and are going to apply the law as it's been set out by the Supreme Court and other courts, and will take the appropriate action, Pai said. An FCC spokesman further conveyed this point to CNN Money. Quote, we review all consumer complaints as a matter of standard practice and rely on the law to determine whether action is warranted. The fact that a complaint is reviewed doesn't speak one way or another as to whether it has any merit. Word that the FCC is looking into Colbert's comments may seem to some like blowback against the host for going after the president, but the FCC is just doing their job to review public complaints. The FCC's safe harbor provision, designed to protect children, seeks to prevent stations from airing indecent material before 10 p.m. From 10 p.m. until 6 a.m., a broadcaster can only be penalized for offering material that is deemed, quote, obscene, a significantly higher standard. Once a viewer complaint is filed, it is forwarded to FCC staff for review, and according to the FCC's website, quote, if the FCC determines the material is indecent or profane, we will take further action, including possibly imposing monetary penalties. But Colbert's joke about Trump and Putin was bleeped out and broadcast late at night. On Wednesday night's show, Colbert responded to the controversy by saying he didn't regret the jokes. He, quote, I believe can take care of himself. I have jokes. He has the launch code. So it's fair. So it's a fair fight. Yeah.
Colbert did talk about this again.
Yep.
And he said something that I really just find funny, the way he phrased it.
Mm-hmm.
This is from the Variety article on it. Where was this at? On Wednesday, he made this comment. So while I would do it again, I would change a few words that were cruder than they needed to be. I'm not going to repeat the phrase, but I just wanted to say for the record, life is short, and anyone who expresses their love for another person in their own way is to me an American hero. Does that not sound like he's saying rapists are American heroes?
Yeah, it is.
Anyone who expresses their love for another person in their own way, not mutual love.
And pedophilia and anything else, yes.
Yeah, that just jumped out at me, the wording on it. I know what he was going for.
If I create if I create a creepy shrine to SDA and I like sacrifice chickens in your name, I'm an American hero.
American hero.
Jesus Christ.
Go, Joe. As for this case itself, one, I'm a free speech person all the way. I think the FCC's only job should be regulating who can use what airwaves as they're, licensed out. They have no fucking business telling people what they can say on television, on the radio, or anywhere else, in my opinion, because that kind of like directly goes against the First Amendment. I have no problem with his joke. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with the whole Russian thing or not, that's a funny joke. And anybody who thinks he should be fired for it or whatever, go fuck yourselves.
I laughed. I mean, you guys can attest to this, but when I first heard it, I laughed. I think it's funny.
It was, yeah.
I thought it was funny. I don't care. Speaking of funny, give me money.
Speaking of funny, give me money.
Oh, you're a poet and you don't even know it.
SDA desperately needs psychiatric help for last night's broadcast, so you can help get her that mental health correction that she needs by donating at that $sign in the lower left of your chat box.
Every 10 minutes, an SDA reads an article about Black Star Wars characters and gets mentally incapacitated. We need your funds to help these people.
The only thing that would make this better is the picture of me like crying in a corner in Africa or something.
You should have had your puppy up.
Okay, we need fan art of Lando Calrissian standing there and SDA crying in a corner.
Yes.
He's doing nothing. He's just standing there being Lando, and SDA's curled up in the corner crying her eyes out. Oh, and also next to Lando is Chewbacca, and he's got a sign around his neck that just says "woke."
Yes. So, how do you guys feel about the whole Colbert thing? Do you think that should even be an issue?
I mean, I get why the FCC is looking at it because we do have regulations as far as what can be broadcasted. But if it were up to me, I'd tell people to shut the hell up, laugh, and move on.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the article said, it's like, okay, they received a complaint. There's a procedure in processing complaints. This is a high-profile one because of Stephen Colbert, and the joke was, if it had been broadcast without being bleeped, yeah, it'd be one of the cruder things you'd hear on late night. But then, if you've ever watched the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, they got away with murder on that show. I mean, and some of the innuendos and everything else. It wasn't always as blatant as as Colbert's language, but yeah, they're just people are making,
for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. The FCC is just saying. I mean, all the other complaints you never hear about, the FCC's done the exact same thing. It's just that this one is a big news story, and that's it. And the FCC's, they're not going to shut him down. They're not going to fire him. They're not going to put him in jail or something. CBS isn't going to be, or no, it's not CBS. Is it NBC? I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think it's CBS.
He's that's right. He took David Letterman's place. They're not. I mean, maybe they get some kind of fine. Maybe there's some regulation they violated in the language that he used, because like cock holster. I mean, it's one of those words that's probably on the banned list or something. But other than that, it's nothing. It's absolutely it's right up there with like Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, that was so not a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah,
he purposefully grabbed it and ripped that off. That was on purpose. Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
The other part that when we were discussing this beforehand, SDA asked the question, "What's homophobic about sucking dick?" And that I think to me that's the weirder part. I understand the uptight people who are calling in because he made a dirty joke. Mm-hmm. They need to get over themselves. But
let somebody think of the children.
Yeah, the children.
Yeah.
The children.
But the people who call it homophobic, I don't understand. He didn't even say it was bad for Putin to suck his dick.
No.
Or for him to suck Putin's dick. Other way around.
Whoever.
I think the top and the bottom is important in this case. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, probably it is important to the joke.
Yeah, but either way, I don't see why it's homophobic. Because the overall point isn't that Trump is maybe sucking dick. The overall point is that Putin has Trump wrapped around his finger.
Yeah.
So unless you're a dum-dum, you get the point.
Who has Trump wrapped around his cock?
Well played.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we got. I've got another 15-year-old was shot by police story.
Ooh. Well,
what color were they? Because that's all that matters.
I don't know that they say, which might say something about why we haven't heard about it. San Diego police killed boy 15 in school parking lot.
What was his name?
Hold on. Every time you ask a question that I can potentially answer in reading the story I'm about to read.
Are you scolding me?
Just a little. Just
I think
try to teach you patience.
I think she gets the feeling you actually read these ahead of time.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't. I see the headline and I figure I will learn with the people that I'm reading it to so that we can all enjoy it together in some fashion. Anyway, police shot and killed a 15-year-old student Saturday after he pointed a BB gun at them in a high school parking lot. The Torrey Pines High School student called 911 shortly before 3:30 a.m. to ask officers to check on the welfare of an unarmed boy in front of the school, according to a police statement. He didn't name the boy, but investigators later determined he was referring to himself. When two officers arrived, they spotted a youth in the front parking lot, but as they got out of their patrol cars, he pulled a gun from his waistband and pointed at an officer. The officers drew their guns and ordered him to drop the weapon. But instead, he began to walk toward an officer, ignoring more demands to drop the weapon. Both officers fired, hitting him several times. They performed first aid and summoned paramedics, but the teen was pronounced dead at the hospital. The gun was found to be a BB air pistol. Police didn't release the teen's name because of his age. So he must have been 13 or down or something.
15.
That's right, 15. Oops, that's okay. I just got up from a nap a little while ago. Pardon me. Our hearts go out to the student, his family, and friends, said a statement from Eric Dill, superintendent of the San Diego Union's high school district. So we don't know that those are the reported circumstances, that we haven't heard any more details. I don't know if that says anything more about it, but if that scenario is correct, then that kid was, I don't know, suicide by cop?
Sounds like.
Sounds pretty bad. Yeah. He called them himself and said, whatever. Sad story either way. Let's see. How about something more ridiculous?
Wait, so it was a suicide by cop type situation, so it wasn't like a BLM worthy situation?
That's
don't
our
know.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what me and him are both speculating.
Because if you know his name, then you can kind of tell, because like if his name is, like
Yes.
something that sounds
You
black.
can't always
then he's
tell
black.
from a name.
Yeah, you can.
No, you
We
can't.
can tell if they're ghetto type black from a name.
Oh my God.
Don't pretend like
Views
you
expressed
can't.
by SDA are not exactly those of the monkey
Yes.
stream.
The amazing racist. Okay, let's see.
Okay, now that I've demonetized my own stream, please
Yeah.
give me money.
So let's see. I've got. I'll give you the places of origin of these three stories, and you decide which one I should read first. I've got Nigeria. I've got Iceland. I've got Canada.
Ooh, start with Iceland.
Iceland. Miss Iceland quits pageant after being told to lose weight. Miss Iceland has quit an international beauty pageant after she was allegedly told to lose weight. Arna Jonsdottir said staff from the popular contest Miss Grand International Jesus, told her to eat.
SDA, based on her name, can you tell me if she lived in the ghetto?
No, she's in Iceland.
Iceland has no ghetto.
Well, it doesn't really have black people, so it's not the same kind of ghetto.
Trailer.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you, Sanguine.
Sanguine. Oh, yes, thank you, Sanguine.
Not being a BLM-worthy situation has never stopped BLM. That's true.
That is also true. Let's see. The staff at the contest told her to eat less ahead of the final. In a goodbye letter posted on Instagram Monday, she wrote, "I am a very strong woman, but sometimes my strength isn't enough. Your staff told me that I had to lose weight for the finals because I have too much fat on me and also too big shoulders." Got this. Feels like a baby talking.
How much was she going to diet?
I don't know. They got a picture of her on Instagram here. She looks about as model perfect as you would want. I mean, she's not like twiggy anorexic skinny or anything. She looks just fine to me. And I don't know, whatever.
But if they told her this right before the final,
yeah, what's it going to do?
Presumably, this is like the last day or so of the competition.
Yeah,
it's not like.
Well, I mean, and if it's like the last day or two, you can vomit for a day or two. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's see. Method. Oh, here we go. In a statement, the president of Miss Grand International organization, Nawat Itztargrisel, Jesus, said that when Jonsdottir asked his staff about her weight, they said she, quote, may be a little bit fat, and recommended that she try to lose some weight to win. He added, "This is a normal process for the 3 weeks during the pageant. Everyone should show their improvement." Similarly, the staff gave the same advice for others who asked what should they do to improve in order to win. Let's see, the 20-year-old, oh, she was only 20. Okay, the 20-year-old from Reykjavik said she was told that the pageant was in Las Vegas. The pageant in Las Vegas would like her more if she ate less. Okay. Oh, and of course, she received praise for quitting. Miss Iceland is great, and I hope this starts a revolution because pageants are dumb and set women up for disappointment. Okay.
You know what? Pageants are dumb, but some people like them. Leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah.
If you don't go in for that stuff, just don't go in for it. Why do people have to ruin other people's fun?
Okay, then
some bitch wants to be way too skinny and parade around in a bathing suit. Let her.
You want Canada or Nigeria?
Canada.
Okay. All right. Canadian health authorities have launched a nationwide recall of Bombay Sapphire Gin after bottles containing nearly double the advertised amount of alcohol were discovered.
How were they discovered?
The
Sorry.
I'll tell you. It's almost like that news story. It's like, I can't wait to find out. What's that all about? The Canadian Food Inspection Agency said the bottles were found to contain 77% alcohol by volume rather than the typical 40%. Bombay Sapphire is produced by the private firm Bacardi, which is well known for its rum products and Grey Goose vodka. The company said that up to 6,000 Bombay Sapphire bottles may have been affected. The 1.1 liter bottles were sold only in Canada. The overproof product inadvertently entered the bottling line during a short period of time, up to 45 minutes, when workers were switching from one bottling tank to another bottling tank, the firm said. Bacardi said the recall was launched after, quote, an isolated consumer complaint and subsequent quality assurance checks. Yeah, let me drink that stuff. Oh, shit, and died. Alcohol poisoning in like one drink. Jesus. Yeah. So if you're lucky enough, quote unquote, to have found one of the rare bottles of 77 alcohol by volume bottles, then you have a collector's item. That's one of those things that I would, if I found one of those, I would keep it.
Oh, I would sell that shit on eBay.
Yeah, that too. Or that. You could buy a couple of them.
No, I would have a contest for our fans.
Oh, there you go. We'd have to verify age, though.
No, that's on them. That ain't my fault.
Okay. And the last story I have, ahead of whatever else we might do. This comes from Lagos, Nigeria. The hijab-wearing Barbie who's become an Instagram star.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Barbie has had another makeover, this time as a hijab-wearing Muslim. It was only last month that Mattel gave Barbie a dramatic transformation with a variety of skin tones and different body types, including adding curves to her impossibly slender frame. Now a Nigerian medical scientist has taken Instagram by storm since she began posting images of a hijab-wearing Barbie doll a few weeks ago. Hanifa Adam, pictured, says she was inspired to create the hijarbi. The hijarbi. She was inspired to create the hijarbi account after coming across the Barbie-style Instagram page. She told CNN, quote, I thought I had not seen Barbie dressed in a hijab before, so I decided to open an Instagram account and dressed Barbie up in the clothes that I made. I thought it would be really important for a doll to be dressed like how I would be. The 24-year-old, who recently completed a master's in pharmacology in the UK, describes hijarbi as a modest doll, one that offers Muslim girls a relatable role model.
Is the hijab glued on so you can't remove it?
I can't tell. The pictures, I mean, if you hadn't told me that this was something someone made themselves, I could imagine this is something that Mattel produced for these dolls.
Oh, I'm sure they will eventually now.
Yeah, now. I mean, there's and they'll have to like give her some kind of like payout for it too. I could have sworn I've seen a Barbie with a hijab before, or one of the Barbie friends or something. Am I nuts?
Free Tennessee in the chat. Does it come with a removable clitoris?
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
That is awesome.
Okay,
That's
now
awesome.
the chat has doubly demonetized the stream.
Okay. All right, that's all there
And
is. To
Ken
that
comes
story.
with rocks he gets to throw at her. I have a story.
Okay.
Well, I just want to say I can't wait for the Bacardi.
Oh yeah. I want to do a Instagram channel now with Fat Bitch Barbie, and it's not actually going to be a Barbie. It's going to be a Cabbage Patch doll. I'm just trying to keep her real. I'll call her American Barbie.
Uh-huh.
The Modern Family cast got together recently. Do you guys know who Ariel Winter is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Big boobies.
yes, very big boobies.
Or had them before she got the reduction surgery.
Apparently they all got together and they're all dressed very casually except for her, and she is wearing an interesting outfit. I'll
Okay.
send you guys the link here so you guys can see yourself.
Where are you sending it to?
I'm going to put it in the main chat so everybody can see if they want.
Okay.
She looks entirely out of place in this thing. And she's upset because she got a couple of negative comments that were shaming her. Here are the comments that the article uses.
It's
what
an
is
ugly
Alex
outfit,
wearing? That's one of the comments. Alex is her name on the show.
Right.
The other one says, Ariel is definitely trying too hard to look slutty.
It's an ugly outfit.
Those are the negative comments.
Yeah. Is that the... Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really weird.
That is an odd outfit.
And she looks so out of place there. That doesn't... She looks like she should be in the circus flying on a trapeze, not...
Yeah, I could see... I'm not any kind of fashion maven. That's something I could see being worn by like a runway model type or something. Someone much thinner than that, but
But those comments, one of them is, what is she wearing? And the other one, she's trying to look slutty. Those aren't...
that's not like saying... That's not like a body shaming comment. That's just what you doing? What you doing?
The headline, Ariel Winters is on a body shaming clapback mission. There's no body shaming there. She just got her feelings hurt because people didn't like her ugly ass outfit.
Yeah, it's a poor choice of outfit. That's all it is to it. It's just, yeah.
She looks like an Indian hooker. And I'm talking India.
I mean, the only person that I know of that can pull off a decent boob window is Power Girl, and she's not Power Girl.
Oh.
There's my nerd card for the night.
Texas Breed asked, ranting, did you catch Sargon's stream today? His guest said something about you. I did not. Who was his guest?
Oh, was it? I think I saw the link for it. Fuck, who was it? He was talking about... oh, shit. I never mind. My brain blanked.
If anybody watched it, let me know who it was. I didn't see it.
I do have one other story. I had it in another tab. I forgot that it was there.
All right, what is it?
All right. A small Minnesota town is about to get the nation's first public satanic temple monument.
Yes.
Veterans Memorial Park in tiny Belle Plaine, Minnesota, is packed with remembrances of the town's men and women in uniform. Soon it will get one more. A solemn black cube holding an upturned helmet, its sides adorned with upside-down pentagrams. The Satanic Temple announced Friday that it had received approval to install the monument, which is in production. Within a couple of months, it is expected to take its place alongside a flag-lined walkway, a marble plaque, and a retired UH-1H Iroquois Huey helicopter positioned as if it is hovering above the ground. The approval of the monument brings a new twist to a long-running battle that began last summer when someone put up a metal silhouette of an infantryman kneeling before a cross. A resident objected, calling it a religious symbol that violates the principle of the separation of church and state. Okay. After months of acrimony, the city decided to make part of the park a public forum open to virtually any group that wants to honor the town's veterans. The Satanic Temple took them up on it.
All right.
So, yeah, there you go.
That makes me happy.
And
when people troll the government. I think it's funny.
And there's a promotional video attached to the article. Satanic Temple promotes its after-school Satan clubs.
Son of Tiamat.
Mm-hmm. Tiamat.
Okay.
Should be Tiamat.
I've never heard of him.
Yeah, Tiamat, and they were discussing something or other. SDA, can you send Bloodwing the link? Or I can do it, I guess. I can do that.
You can do it.
I have the link. That's true.
Yeah, since you have the link, you can do it.
I liked you ordering her around.
Well, it's just my default motion, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, we'll wait until Bloodwing comes on, and apparently he's got a surprise announcement, or maybe not so much a surprise for anybody that's paying attention to Twitter, but I won't get specific until he gets here. So how's everyone else?
Good. I spent my day playing video games.
GTA?
Of course, yeah.
Anything else?
No. Took it easy for a change. Sat back and rested.
I played a lot of Skyrim today.
Oh,
I was running around with my orc, slicing people's heads off with my giant ebony battle axe.
Oh, Failure's here. Hey, Failure. Jesus.
Failure.
Hi, failure.
Hey, Bailey.
Bloodwing.
Hey, Blood.
Hey, y'all.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going all right. How's it you?
Not
Good.
bad.
SDA said that she's never spoken to you before.
We were on a stream on Irate Bear together, but I hadn't spoken much yet by the time she left. She wasn't on it very long. Been a while ago.
Yeah. The likelihood of speaking to anybody on an Irate Bear stream is very low, though. So.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's the truth.
22-person population kind of gets stepped on quite a bit.
You got to be pushy.
Yeah, which I'm not too much on streams.
It's what you do, SDA. If you go to an Irate Bear stream, just pretend Scribe's about to read a story.
Yeah.
And jump right in there. I just love that it happens every time. It's almost like a gimmick now.
So, Blood, what was this
Yeah.
special announcement you wanted to make? If you still want to, I guess it's still out.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, a while back when I had about 100 subs, and I thought 500 subscribers sounded like something unattainable, I made a promise to do a face reveal when I broke 500, which I did a few days ago. In fact,
Yay! Congratulations.
thank you. In
Hey, we
fact,
don't clap here. That triggers people. We snap.
No, sorry.
As long as there's no black Star Wars characters, I'm okay.
Yeah. Wow, racist.
none behind me that I know of.
Okay, good.
But there is a mess. I do have to apologize for the mess. Our house got fumigated and we haven't got all unpacked yet. But apologize for that. But that's why I'm here, I guess.
Oh boy.
We're going to get to see blood, y'all.
This is history in the making, ladies and gentlemen.
Hope nobody's eating anytime real soon.
Are you wearing a shirt?
I am. I put on a shirt just for that. Nobody wants to see my moves, even me.
Well, I was thinking we could get SDA some money with your moves.
Oh, no.
Do a little dance. All right.
Make a little love.
Yeah, there you
Get
go.
down tonight.
All right. Well, drum roll, please.
Hey!
Well, now
There
you got
he
to talk
is.
so everybody can see.
Well, you don't look nearly as
Okay,
ancient as I thought you would be.
Look as old as you say you are.
Yeah, exactly.
I promise you, I am 57. I was born in 1960. Being young, my dad says we have the Dick Clark gene in our family. So,
Yeah, you look
But,
much younger than I thought.
well, if you look real close, there's some gray there, and if I took the hat off, there's like a skunk stripe down the middle of my head.
Oh, that's tragic.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a bad
hello,
way to get
Bloodwing.
it.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
you should
hope I
definitely do
haven't
face cam. You're not ugly or anything.
No, not as pretty
I
as
was
I
hoping-
used to be.
Oh, you're still pretty, man. You're very pretty.
Oh boy. I think I'm gonna have to
All
call
right,
the
Mike, it's your
FCC.
turn.
I'm gonna file a complaint with the FCC if you guys keep this up.
No, I've already said if my face reveal will come when I can sustain myself on YouTube alone.
All right.
That may
Well-
change, but for now I'm falling back on that.
I'm not making a dime off of it yet anyway, so I figured what the heck.
There you go. So there he is, guys. There's Bloodwing.
Hey.
Check that out.
It's Papa.
How you doing?
Oh, I've been just fine. How are you?
Yeah, same old, same old. You know how it goes.
I mean, other than following you around to vegan channels.
Oh God, did you watch his video today?
He put out another one today.
He made a 30-minute response. For those of you wondering what the hell we're talking about, this goes back to my video from last night. The vegan who's really upset and thinks I'm stupid has made another response. So if anybody wants to check that out and laugh at it, have fun.
Are you gonna make a response to the response?
I don't know. I'm going to have to watch it and see. I don't want to dwell on it too. I don't like to do more than like 2 videos on one subject very
Yeah.
close together.
Sorry, Gutenberg. Ever since I've met him on a stream, we've had this thing that we threaten to fight each other.
Fight me.
Did you pack a lunch, Goot? Yeah, so the thing that got me about the vegan dude was he's talking about you talking a funny voice.
Yes. The fuck was that all about?
I I don't know. I
I had to
promise
say-
you
You said
this is
that-
your real
Did you
voice.
say that you talk in a funny voice, Monkey?
Yes. Yes. So that
But
the
you're what?
Is that an
talked in a funny
argument?
voice.
But
I don't know. I
even if
don't know
you
where
weren't-
that came from.
you don't.
I appreciate that. I think it's just because I sound like a man and he's not sure what that is.
Oh, zing!
That's not nice.
Ooh.
Zing!
It was necessary though.
Yeah.
And if you
Fucker's nose is bigger than Gutenberg's.
Oh
my goodness.
Shots fired.
Gutenschnoz.
I had to do that. He was threatening to fight my buddy.
Yeah, and the other thing that got me was at the end of it, he had to throw in, which seemed completely out of place, that him lifting weights. What was that all
Oh
about?
Yes.
yeah. Look at me. I'm strong.
We are here to pump you up.
Vegans are inhumanly strong.
Goot would win. I don't know about that SDA. I am a 10th level black belt in Kung Fu,
Well, yeah.
which, by the way, in case anyone's wondering, yes, I really do walk with a cane.
I say you don't look crippled either.
Well,
I
I'm
think you've
sitting
been lying
down.
to us. Stand up. Let me see you cripple around a little bit.
Ugh.
You cripple around. Perform
I
for
don't
us.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, sit down before you hurt yourself, old man.
Yeah.
Then I'll feel bad. Jesus. Tonight on a very special SDA, Bloodwing dies.
Yeah. Bloodwing breaks his hip live on the air.
Well, I did.
Yeah, no. If you're gonna die, please do it elsewhere. I
I
wouldn't
did,
want
Do you know
to
what,
have to
what
lose
kind of
the ad
donations we could
revenue.
get for that?
Oh, no kidding. I might
Just say
have
it's
to
for
do it.
his
Just,
recovery. You don't have to give the money to him. Fake fall down, man.
I already
People
fell
stop listening.
down. I already fell down a week ago, and I'm still recovering. I was
Monkey falls down the stairs a lot.
He falls up the stairs.
I fall
Yep.
up the stairs too.
I was sitting in this chair, and the little thingamabob that keeps it from leaning back gave way, and back I went and kicked my laptop over and broke stuff. And would have been
don't do
funny
that.
if it hadn't been me.
How are the little ones doing?
Quiet finally in bed. But other than that, they're great. You're at a great stage where you just got the one, right?
Yes.
The 2-year-old. And by the way, she was so, I don't know if you've seen my comment, but the stream y'all did the other day, I finally watched it earlier today, and it triggered my pal genes so bad. I wanted to grab that kid. Spoiler. But I'm a little bit further down the road, so I have.
Hang on. Is he breaking up or am I?
No, it's him.
Yeah, he's breaking up.
Is it me?
Yeah.
How's that?
Say something else.
Something else.
Yeah, you're still roboting a bit.
Let me drop out, come back.
Okay. He looks like an old man there. He's doing the old man technology face.
Yeah.
I know that
Oh
face.
well. The fun of live broadcasting.
Yeah, yeah.
Monkey, is that the face that you make when you edit your videos?
Oh
No, I am from the generation that started all of this shit. So you little fuckers
Yeah.
coming along behind can't make fun of me.
That's right.
We played the first video games.
We paved the way.
That's right.
Way to make yourself sound ancient.
I am ancient.
You're not ancient.
No, I'm seasoned, not ancient.
Monkey was trying to tell me he's old earlier.
I am old.
Compared to
You're
you,
not
he's
old.
old.
If this was like 1,000 years ago, I'd be dead.
Well, it's not. You're not old.
I'm at the age where women stop being able to reproduce, so that's nature saying you should be dead.
Okay, that fixes
I'm glad I'm not.
If you're menopause at like 42, you're doing something wrong. Usually not till about 50.
Mid 40s.
Say something, blood.
something blood.
Sounds good.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, my wife went through hers at about 40. If we're talking about menopause, yeah.
Ha!
My mom had me at 40.
Uh-oh. That explains everything.
What? Excuse you?
You're a product of menopause.
Oh my God. He's a mama baby.
I'm gonna beat you with something.
Yeah, you wish.
Anyway, what I was saying before I was roboting is you're at a good time. I'm at a time with grandkids where just here in this house, I have 4 of them that lived with me. And their ages 10, 7, 6, and 5. So, yeah, deal with that.
Oh, yeah. A lot of energy at that age.
More than this old man's got.
Like I said, there's a lot of days where I just don't have much energy. So I just let her do whatever makes her happy, and the house gets destroyed. Nothing gets broken. She doesn't get hurt. But it's a lot different than when I was a dad and, tried to structure things a lot more. Like, hey, go knock yourself out. Whatever you want to do.
Oh, it is. It's a whole lot different. If I knew being a grandfather was so great, I'd have skipped the whole having kids thing. Went right to having grandkids.
Well, when you're a grandparent, you worry so much. Well, you don't not necessarily worry about the kids less, but you worry about things less. Like I said, I don't give a shit if she climbs on stuff. I'll get under there and make sure I can catch her. Where with the others, I'll be like, get down. Let her, there's just no comparison to it because when you're a parent, you are so much more concerned with it. And as a grandparent, you're like, I'll leave that kid alone. Let that kid do it once.
When my other daughter used to live here, her daughter, one of my other granddaughters, would get up in the middle of the night and come say she was going to go to the bathroom. And then she would sneak over to where I was sitting, and I always kept a box of Cheez-It crackers because they liked them. And she'd come in and get a handful of Cheez-Its and chew them all up before she'd go back to bed. So mommy would yell it because I'd be in there like, shh, don't tell mommy.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tell little but I'm mommy's daddy. You do what you want and tell her I said you could. I'm the boss. Yeah. Did anybody watch the Milo stream?
No, but I heard there was going to be something where he made an announcement, but I didn't know what it was going to be or when.
He announced yesterday that he's coming back. He is launching his own publishing house.
Okay.
Called Dangerous Publishing.
Okay.
He is suing Simon & Schuster for $10 million.
Oh.
And he is starting his own another tour. I forgot the name of the tour. But yeah, so that's what it was.
What's his basis for suing Simon & Schuster? Breach of contract?
He didn't say, but that would be what I guess.
That's what would make the most sense.
Yeah. So he came down the stairs. First of all, he scheduled the stream for 9 o'clock, and he didn't come out until after 10, I believe it was. So mostly you're just watching a party at his house. And then he comes down the stairs with a giant boa constrictor around his neck.
Oh, God.
And made his little announcement and then sat down as everybody partied.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I forgot that. He's raised $12 million, which is part of what he's going to use to launch the imprint and to launch his new tour.
Did he say in what way he raised it?
He didn't.
I'm guessing it wasn't a Kickstarter.
Right. Maybe it was a lot of cock holstering. I don't know.
Oh, FCC's coming for you.
I don't judge anybody. That's not true. I judge everybody. I just don't care after I judge them.
You don't.
Oh, yeah, there were 2 shirtless black guys behind him.
Oh, good. Obviously a racist.
It's hard to watch, not because of the scene and everything, but it was just so fucking loud. Whatever happened to his scholarship thing? Last I knew, he was still working that out.
Yeah. Now, does anybody, trivia question, does anybody know where the name of that thing originated from?
What thing?
It's called, so the scholarship is called the Yiannopoulos Privilege Grant. So
Okay.
about a year and a half ago or something, Sargon of Akkad and Milo did a stream together live, like they were in the same room, kind of thing. And
Yeah, weren't they like at a bar or something?
well, they had been earlier in the evening, and then they went back to Milo's place, and they were sitting there, and then they decided to have Internet Aristocrat on as a guest, and they're discussing this, and Jim said, "Well, obviously you need to call it the Yiannopoulos Privilege Grant," and they were like, "Oh, that's so good." And then later on in the stream, some technical difficulty happened, and the feed from Milo's house and Sargon cut out, and it was just Jim live on Sargon's channel all by himself. And he was like, "Oh God, okay, where's some total gay porn I can put up on the screen and get Sargon's channel shut down?" And he said something about finding some horrible porn about involving a woman and a baseball bat.
Oh wow.
And
Nice.
he tried to get it to display on the screen, but he couldn't do it. And then finally Sargon came back up and he's like, "Yeah, I tried to get your channel destroyed." And he's like, "Oh, thanks."
That's what friends are for.
That was a hilarious stream. It's still archived somewhere in Sargon's channel. If you can find it, it's funny.
You're a fan of Medicare, right?
Oh, I've been watching Jim since Internet Aristocrat first appeared and all the way through. And I've gone through his if you look up Internet Aristocrat archive.
Who are we talking about?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So Internet Aristocrat was the handle of one of the first sort of big shitlords ahead of Gamergate, and he was doing videos that critiqued stuff and took stuff down for years prior to all that. And then he got really famous during Gamergate because his video on the Quinspiracy theory sort of broke down in very easy terms the chain of events that led up to the whole Gamergate thing blowing up, including the what sparked it off was Mundane Matt's video getting DMCA'd by Zoe Quinn. And so Internet Aristocrat, or Jim as he's known, whether that's his real name or not, who knows, he became very, very famous, and he then quit his channel because he never liked to be famous. He didn't like getting a lot of attention. He never monetized his videos, and they disappeared for about like a year or something. And then he came back as Mr. Medicare, which is a inside joke to some old BBS forum or something he used to be on. And now he still does this stuff. But just recently, he, for reasons that are unknown, personal reasons, started up a Patreon because, well, circumstances had changed and he needed to find some way to make something off the videos he was doing. And now he makes, like, at least as far as Patreon's concerned, something like $2,500 a month. So yeah, but anyway, yes, I am something of a fan of Jim.
I find his almost Bill Hicks type aversion to making money off of YouTube a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I really love his stuff. He's funny as hell. Very insightful guy. Very good thinker.
Doesn't he do like the Tumblrisms videos?
Yes,
yes.
Tumblrisms.
Okay, yeah,
Tumblrisms is great. The Hugbox Chronicles. He recently started doing one called Deviants about deviant art, subcultures, and things. Mm-hmm. And he just the other day, after years of promising to do this, he started his That Guy with the Glasses analysis videos. And he started off with Doug Walker or the Nostalgia Critic. And he's been talking about doing these for so long, and I've been dying to hear him analyze these guys. And he's going to do one a month apparently, or something like that. Next month is going to be Spoonie. I cannot wait because
I thought he was going to do.
Well, he's going to do Linkara. He's going to do Spoonie. But he
follow up with more on That Guy with the Glasses.
That guy with. Hold on. That Guy with the Glasses is the site, and then there are a whole bunch of people who are attached to that site. He did Doug Walker in this last one, and everything that he said at the end of the first video indicated that he was going to do Spoonie in the next one. Okay.
Yeah, I enjoyed that video. I'm not familiar with those people.
I watched those guys all the time back years ago. I used to watch. I found out about the Angry Video Game Nerd and Nostalgia Critic back when they were still using like cheap webcams, And I used to watch those guys all the time. I watched Spoonie all the time. I watched a lot of Linkara when they were early on. And everything that Jim said in that Doug Walker video about the transition from just doing funny movie reviews or things and then sort of moving into these weird long form plot line skit stuff and just petering out. That's around the same time that I started losing interest in it, because it's just like, I don't come here to watch some kind of weird made in my basement soap opera. I came here because, you know, this guy's reviewing a comic book that I actually own, and it's interesting to hear his perspective. Or, you know, Nostalgia Critic is doing a review on a movie that's hilarious. The best one he ever did, by the way, look it up, Surf Ninjas. Nostalgia Critic's review of Surf Ninjas cracks me up every time I watch it.
Well, I just thought it was really timely because I think I had just done the video response to Bear when I watched that one. And you can see the same thing with Nostalgia Critic, with a lot of channels that are in like our genre, people who want to move into other stuff and then their subs drop off and they don't know why. And it's because people found you for a reason.
Right.
That's why they followed you. And if you change that, you're free to change it. And I encourage experimentation, but you got to realize that when that happens, you are likely to lose some of your viewers because that's not what they came there for.
Yes, I think if you're going to do that, especially something as dramatic as he was just going to kill off the character, which is what he did originally, you start a different channel, or you start the show in parallel to the thing that you're planning on phasing out, so that you build up an audience, and that it's still there by the time you let the other one. I mean, it's like anything else. Like, always have a fallback position. If you're going to go off and be a circus performer, at least have an MBA before you do it, kind of thing. You know.
Right, and that's I'm really curious to see how Phil DeFranco's change goes, because with his, at least he's still staying on the news.
Yeah,
he wants to do a whole news channel.
Right.
I think he'll transition a lot better than other people I've seen who want to, because I've seen several creators who have come out and said, I'm not going to do SJW content anymore. And about a week or two after that, suddenly there's nothing but SJW content again.
Yeah. Well, I think DeFranco has the advantage of that his brand, as far as I can tell, I haven't watched DeFranco as much as some people, but his brand, as far as I can tell, is his personality. And if he brings his personality to whatever it is he's doing, then people will likely follow, so long as he remains interesting and himself. If he does something that's completely cuckoo, I don't know. But yeah, but the whole epic of that guy with the glasses was just watching the core people, Spoonie and Nostalgia Critic and Linkara and these guys, and then all these sort of subsidiary artists and creators who came in. It was almost like that guy with the glasses was its own private YouTube. And you'd have all these people come in that were like, hey, I'm the what was it? There was one guy who was like that black guy or something, or you know, before it was that black guy who's on YouTube or something like that, or what was it, something Dustin in the Shadows or something. Somebody reviewed music videos. They'd all have a gimmick. They'd all have like some little subset thing they do, and some made it and some didn't. You know, you'd see them.
Well, I think it's all about listening to what your subs want from you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my subscribers, and you guys have seen this just in stream chats, people asking me if I'll make more videos about writing.
Oh yeah.
And I will. They'll just be on my second channel, but because so many people have asked me on my main channel, I'll probably do more video responses to people talking about writing and like the social justice problem within writing in the writing community. But I mean, because sometimes if you change something up or you do something else, your people will like it, and that's great, and sometimes they won't. So I think it's a lot of it's just about feeling it out and listening to your audience.
Right.
Yeah. Most of the people that I've seen that have decided to change what they're doing, it has nothing to do with their audience. The first one that I saw do it was Repsion, when he did his ice cream video. This was right around the time of the election. If you guys haven't seen it, it's like he had a complete mental break.
Oh, geez.
And decided he wasn't doing SJW content anymore. And he had one video where all he did was eat a bowl of ice cream, which really pissed off a lot of people. And in the next one, he was on there, you know, telling people basically to go fuck themselves if they don't like what he does. And that's not what you tell your audience. It's just
no.
No, I don't have any plans to completely change my content. It's just that people have asked me to talk about a specific thing.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's a little bit different than being like, I'm just going to change everything and fuck it all. I know you're all here for this, but
Yeah.
Like, that's not a great way to keep your audience. But if you're going to make changes like that, communicate that to your audience.
Yeah, come out and say, hey guys, so, for the last blah, 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 I've been doing X, and I'd really like to try out something different. So the next few videos are going to be sort of an experiment. And I really want to hear your feedback, and I'm really trying to try something new. Tell me if you like it. Tell me if you don't. Blah, blah, blah. You work with your audience. That's what you do to do it. And if it doesn't work out, then you say, hey, you didn't work out, and you move on to something else, or you go back to the other thing. If you totally hate what you're doing, if you're completely tired of it, then just say that. It's like, say, hey, guys, I'm going to start a new channel, or I'm going to start in another direction. I hope you come along with me. I hope you like it. Give me your feedback. I mean, same difference.
There's no reason why not.
Yeah, you don't have to be asshole about it. Just say like, oh, especially what was it like? Was it the Amazing Atheist was saying like everything I did before was stupid?
Yeah.
So anybody who's been following me all these years, yeah, you've been following a bunch of bullshit or something. Like, oh, that's a really great way to make your audience love you.
Yeah, no, don't. But work with your audience, because they're the reason why you have all those subscribers in the first place.
Yeah.
And I think, getting them involved in whatever little transition process that you have, because if you hate something, you shouldn't keep doing it, because then your content's not going to be good.
Or you can be like Jim, and like once your channel gets too popular, you just close it and then wait for 6 months and then start a new channel somewhere without telling anybody, and wait for them to find you and get a giant audience because they're so addicted to your shit. It can work the other way too.
And I'm with Monkey a little bit on this too. He mentioned earlier, make a second channel. You did Scribe. I've got a second channel that would probably do well if I was able to devote time to it. But right after I opened it, things happened, and I don't have the time I used to have. But Bering did it with his Patrick channel. If you really want to do something really different, just open another channel. If people will follow you over, and you can do what you want.
Yeah, I wanted to do something with like more casual vlogs and that kind of stuff, and I didn't want it on my main channel, because my main channel I feel like is more for politics and stuff like that. So I just made a new channel. I mean, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm happy with everybody dropping out of SJW stuff, because it gives me more content, less competition. But
I don't know why people think that it's like totally over. It's like there's new stuff about this every day, and the SJWs are evolving as well.
Part of it is because
the exact same arguments as we did 10 months ago.
Part of it is because the bedroom feminists dried up. You don't see them anymore. And that's where a lot of content used to come from. Well, you can't do it because it's all locked down. But if you went back to Bering's oldest videos, I mean, they were like all bedroom feminists.
Yeah.
And you just can't find them anymore. Plus, we had Brexit and the election of Trump. And so a lot of people are out there like, we won the argument. Like, we really fucking haven't. We haven't.
I've been
arguing. Sorry, go ahead.
I've been arguing with feminists since the 70s. Second wave feminism. And it ain't over yet, and it's not going to be over. I'd venture to say that, the argument will never be won. There's always going to be another side.
Well, and these people who have this ideology are the academics, and they will always be the academics. And there's nothing that we can do about that. So it'll always be here.
Well, Ryan Walters just said it really well. There is no winning, only pushback. Absolutely. And yeah, I'll be here pushing, because I think it's interesting, and I think I can make the responses funny. And like I said, the less people doing it, the better for me.
Yeah. And if I didn't enjoy what I'm doing with my channel, doing this kind of content, I wouldn't be doing it. So
yeah,
why jump off just because things have dried up a little bit?
I really don't think they have. I just think they've evolved on both sides. I mean, there's plenty of social justice content to talk about.
Well, it's like with it's like with anything that, I mean, there's this glut, there's this fad, there's this, Gamergate sort of opened up the floodgates to all of this kind of back and forth between the two sides, I guess. And over time, the cream rises to the top and other things fall away, and audiences and the participants get more sophisticated. And so it becomes a bit more, refined. And that just means there's fewer people saying the same things anymore. Hopefully they're saying them better or more interesting, but that goes for both sides of the street.
The Averwolf asked, do you think everyday feminism is about to shut down, seeing that they're having financial problems? I didn't know anything about their financial problems. I don't pay much attention to them.
I'll look it up.
But probably not, because all they have to do is ask for money and people will donate. I mean, there's people who actually go through their white guilt program. So
yeah, help us fight the patriarchy. Donate here.
Is that really, is that actually something that says?
What's that?
No, I just made that up, but I could see that being totally the tagline for a Kickstarter.
Well, that's why I asked. I was like, wait, did they actually say that?
Well,
they actually do have a how to deal with your white guilt course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
It's like I want to say it's like $190. I don't remember the exact price, but it's expensive, and it just tells you that you're a bad white person.
Here we go. I got a whole blog post off of their website about this.
Oh, cool. Let's see.
And they have a fundraiser plugged right into it. They've so far had of a 20,000 requests, they have $6,640 as of this recording.
Yeah, people will throw money at them.
Okay, so anyway, the headline is Save Everyday Feminism. You shouldn't have to live in a world without independent feminist media. But across the board, independent media is in trouble, y'all. And I'm reading that verbatim. And now that trouble has hit us at
You
everyday
shouldn't
feminism.
say y'all. You're bad at it.
Well, that is just sort of the consequence of reading accurately.
Says it like a Yankee, doesn't he?
Yeah, it is.
All right, we're on the brink of becoming yet another independent media publication that has to shut down, and that possibly is unsettling as hell. Here's what you need to know about this urgent problem and about Project Save EF. The good news. Let's start with a bit of good news. Over the last 5 years, the Everyday Feminism team has built an incredible network of intersectional feminists. Oh, God. In 2016 alone, we had more than 40 million viewers in over 140 countries. We offer a unique, educational, inside-out approach to fighting everyday oppression. And with the Trump administration in the White House and the political climate as dangerous as it is, we know our work is especially critical now. 2, but the bad news. We're facing scary financial trouble that's threatening to put a halt to our work, maybe even as soon as the end of May. We realized that we're not going to be able to continue without some support from our community. We're not the only site struggling like this, and there's a reason for that. It's quite a challenge, to say the least, to create independent, intersectional feminist media in a financially sustainable way, especially in a world that doesn't value what we do. Yes, well, I guess that would be the case. Let's see, help us by becoming sustainable, give us money, help by sharing why our work matters to you, blah, 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 Twitter. And yeah. And the names attached are, well, they're just first names. They don't even tell me who they are. So anyway, but yeah, so there's, it's just a flat donation. It doesn't look like there's any like sort of reward tiers or anything else. And
I'm calling it now. Yeah. Riley's next video is going to be about this.
Oh, okay.
Well, isn't Riley?
He's just recently connected with them, yeah. Huh. So I hope they
sorry.
Because they're a bunch of fucking idiots, and if they could make a product people wanted, they'd still be in business, because it's not like
Marina
they have
shut up
gotten...
too.
What's that?
Marina shut up.
Oh.
Little Asian.
Is she's connected to them?
Yeah, and I think Cat Black might be as well.
Oh, so yeah, they'll get plenty of exposure. They'll get their money.
Yeah.
So what else we got? You want to talk about the Daddy of 5 drama going on right now?
Well, I have a cute story before we get into child abuse.
Sure. Well, it's not about the child abuse, but go ahead.
So the puppy that we adopted, Jinx, had 8. Well, he was in a litter of 8, and the dog trainer that we're using adopted his sister. So he got to play with his sister today, and it was really cute.
Aww.
It was adorable.
And then you ripped him apart again, didn't you? You let him see his sister, and then you took
Don't
him
say
away.
it like that. I mean, he's gonna
Gave him
see
a-
her tomorrow too, and I'll post pictures tomorrow. But it was
Oh,
cute.
so you're gonna make him cry tomorrow too? Wow, that's cold.
Jeez.
Monkey,
Some mean American.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
Anyway,
Anyway,
what else did we have?
Daddy-O-5.
Stop muting me.
No.
You just caused me to cough into this because I went to mute myself and I unmuted me. Okay.
All right. What about?
If you've been following the Daddy-O-5 story, there's a couple of channels who have been covering it almost obsessively. The most notorious being Joy Sparkles BS. Have you guys seen her channel at all?
No.
Little bit.
Who is that?
This I'm trying to be nice here.
No, be mean.
Attention
It's my
whore.
stream. I'm the mean one.
This is an attention whore who really wants to make a name for herself, which is fine. That's no big deal. She tried doing it with Onision. She went after him pretty hard, and she got a little bit of a boost from that. But with Daddy-O-5, she found her gold pot. Her pot of gold.
Golden pot.
She has shot up about 14,000 subscribers since she started covering the story. And within the last week alone, she's made over 60 videos about this.
Jesus, what?
Yeah, he ain't lying.
And, yeah.
Are you saying? Did you say 60?
Yeah.
60. Total, last I knew, she had made over 92 total videos about this.
Holy
What the fuck? About what?
Well, most of them are about nothing. But
Or most of them just
recently-
like Daddy-O-5's a big old meanie butt.
No, she does a lot of little clickbaity titles where she's promising to share information that either nobody has or, it's exclusive but she actually kind of fucked up pretty bad in a recent video where she says that she was given permission to talk about the case from Rose's lawyer. Rose is the real mother of the youngest two children.
Why would her lawyer? Okay.
Well, no
like reading a news
decent
story.
no decent lawyer in a family court case would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Period. He might, even if he talked to her, it wouldn't be, yeah, you can talk about this on, in public and tell people I told you could do it. Well, because of that, Base Mama kind of lost her mind with her a little bit and made a video called, I don't remember the exact title. Basically, it's a shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah.
Yep. And just tells her that you need to shut up. You're going to hurt this case. And it's funny to go watch the comments on this because the Joy Sparkles BS fans remind me so much of Daddy-O-5 fans.
Yeah.
They just lashed out. You say anything bad. Go read Base Mama's comments on her latest video. These people are fanatical. And then if you go read the comments on Joy Sparkles, I mean, there's like one like equals one prayer. I'm like,
Oh God,
the fuck are you talking about?
that's some Facebook crap right there.
But yeah, it is. But it's. I understand wanting to get popular on YouTube, and I don't begrudge anybody doing that. But she just made a video today saying that she's planned this all out. Everything she's done has been planned for a reason, and she's going to tell people about it later. Well, Mama brought up the fact that there's a gag order on this because it's a child custody case. It's a pretty standard procedure in any child custody case. And so she finally shut the fuck up. But yeah, 92 goddamn videos about this, but it's all because she cares about the kids.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yet she monetizes. She monetizes all of this. She cares about the kids.
I mean, my videos on him are my video. How many am I think I only made one.
So is
my video is monetized, but
yeah, is she profiting off of child abuse by proxy?
Well, she says she's going to donate all the money that she's made to Rose and the kids.
Yeah, sure she is. Why would I wouldn't?
But she also says that she's so upset by all the hate she's getting right now about it, but from people on our side, that she has to go to bed. But yet somehow she puts out 7-8 videos a day.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy to watch. Is
she just talking on them, or is there any editing or anything?
No, it's just her talking.
Okay, all right.
A lot of it is just ranting and making innuendos that are unsubstantiated, and just from what little bit I've watched.
Yeah, because she claimed that the PR firm working with Daddy of Five was trying to shut her down. Like, you can't make that claim. Not without any evidence. But yeah, so lots of conspiracy stuff coming out. Yeah, it's insane to watch. Yeah, basically she's exploiting Daddy O5, exploiting his children. I have no problem with people who've made a video or two, or if something big comes out, somebody make a new video about it, but there's not been enough new information in this case to justify 92 fucking videos.
Yeah, and it's really at the point now that it's just time to let the legal system do its work.
Mm-hmm. It's actually been there for more than a week now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially considering the fact that we don't even know what type of person Rose is. I mean, Monkey and I have been pretty open about our stance on it, so I don't know, Bloodwing, where you stand on Rose.
Oh, no.
But
I was just having the conversation earlier today with my oldest daughter. I can't make any judgment on Rose because I don't know enough about her.
Right.
But even if Maryland is a man's state, which some people are trying to say that it is, it's still pretty difficult to lose custody of your children. So there's something going on that we don't know.
Right. And that's what we've said. And, the oldest daughter was removed for physical abuse, right? It was physical abuse, or was it just abuse?
All I've seen is it says abuse.
Okay.
Never seen it.
So, and we don't know what that means. And, it's either you imagine that somehow a man geniusly manipulated the system against a woman, which, I don't know about that. Or,
Peter in the chat just said maybe she'll do 7 responses to this stream.
Or you have to acknowledge that maybe there's something actually shady going on that Rose might have done, and maybe both parents aren't great, but we just don't really know. So I know that there's a lot of people who are super on board with the whole Rose thing. And I don't know. I can't hop on board with that.
Well, here's the thing with that too. There may have been a legitimate thing there. Abuse is such a wide thing without seeing what that was actually for. It's hard to judge, but it could have been something that was, I don't want to just say a one-time thing because abusers tend to re-abuse, but maybe it's something she's gotten help for. There's been suggestions of drug use. Again, suggestions. I don't know if that's true. Maybe she was whacked out of her mind and did some stupid shit and has gotten cleaned up. There's a lot of ways Rose could still be a great mother in the future that still validate her losing the children when she did, but we don't know. We don't know any of it.
And this is all stuff that I think, rightfully so, is kind of under wraps.
Yeah, absolutely.
That we really don't have any real business knowing.
Well, it's exactly what.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's exactly what Bloodwing said a minute ago. It's time to let the court do its job.
Yeah, I agree with that completely.
And excuse me. The other one I saw, Chambers of My Heart has done some good stuff with this, but I saw her on a stream with Joy Sparkles, and she is very upset that she's not getting recognition in the press for what she's done. And I'm watching this, and
Sparkles?
Chambers of My Heart.
Oh, Chambers, okay.
And I'm watching this thing. Are you fucking kidding me? This is supposed to be about the kids, not who gets credit for introducing Rose to the world. Because here's a fact for you. Rose contacted me and wanted to come talk with us before she ever went to Chambers.
This stream?
SDA, you and I had a conversation about this.
Did we?
Yes. If you go back to my Daddy of Five video, Rose is in the
Maybe.
chat there.
Oh, right,
She's in the
right.
comments.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, because you and I talked about it, and we were like, "But is
Yeah.
that actually Rose?" We don't
Oh,
Mm.
right. I think I remember this. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because
So,
we were
yeah.
kind of like, since we don't actually know who this bitch be.
Yeah, and so good on you for jumping on that, but don't act like you went out of your way and found some story. You were just the one who said, "Yeah, sure, we'll go talk," and it turned out to be the right person. Good for you. That doesn't mean you should be on CNN. She's actually mad because like they tried to reach out to Phil DeFranco instead of her. Like, isn't this
Well-
supposed to be about the fucking kids?
You'd think so.
Anyhow, I'm done ranting about other people for the moment.
You're done ranting, but that's
Ladies
your whole
and gentlemen,
shtick.
the ranting monkey.
Yeah, he has retired from
Who is
ranting.
rarely
everybody.
seen
said for the moment.
ranting, but we got him to rant.
Oh
Look at
my
this
god.
go. Oh my
This is about
god.
kids. This is about abuse of children, for fuck's sake. It's not about your goddamn ego.
I don't know. I feel like kind of maybe for her it might be.
Well, it's not supposed to. You fucker. You know what I meant.
Me?
Don't make
Y'all.
it right at you.
Y'all.
Go abuse your dog some more.
Crikey.
I don't abuse
Crikey.
my dog.
You emotionally abuse your dog. You show him
Yeah.
his sister
I'm not
and then rip him
emotionally
away.
abusing
It's like
my
here,
dog.
here's your sister. Oh, now your sister's gone. Oh, here she is again. Oh, now she's gone again. Okay.
That's yo-yo abuse.
Yeah.
You guys are awful.
We're not the ones torturing a dog.
I'm not
You know what you should do?
torturing my dog.
Take a picture on your phone of his sister, and then when he's bad, show it to him, and then take it away.
You guys are terrible.
Oh my god.
You're terrible.
Yes.
SDA 01.
Oh my god. Where are we at in the stream here? Are we ready for?
I think it's stream time. 'Cause I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning because work contacted me to tell me, oh yeah, by the way, this stuff needs to be done, and I'm like, oh god. So I'm tired. I'm like, I'm already fading out. I think this is my turn. You guys are always the ones like going to sleep.
Oh shit! No, I haven't mentioned Monkey Dick yet. Monkey Dick.
Oh yeah, monkey dick. Also,
Okay,
there's
so-
this little button at the bottom of the chat window with the $sign because SDA needs money to not torture her dog.
That's right.
It reminds me of that old National Lampoon magazine cover where it says, buy this magazine or this dog will die, and it's got a picture of a dog with a gun held to its head.
Clicking that button and giving money is the same as flicking her bean. So
Whoa!
for those of
Oh,
Whoa! FCC!
Hey,
Double-click-
whoa,
double-click her mouse.
Oh, FCC's coming.
what?
Oh my god.
What'd I do? I'm trying to help you out.
I can't
So-
tell if that was a sexual innuendo or a
Monkey.
Mexican innuendo.
I was just doing Cinco de Mayo.
No,
I'm a day
that's
late.
racist. We learned last night what is
Nope,
racist,
nope.
and you. Oh, that's right. It's,
It's
only
only
for Cinco de
racist.
Mayo. Oh, you're right.
Yesterday.
Oh, silly me.
Yeah. That's why we had fajitas for dinner tonight instead of last night.
Oh my god, was it authentic Mexican or did you make it yourself?
We made it ourselves. It was some white Mexican.
Your wife is Canadian.
Lots of sour cream on it.
Your
You
wife's
said she's
Canadian.
not Canadian, right?
No, I
She has
that's
Canadian blood.
That's the joke, SDA.
No, I
She
know.
sounds like a Canadian.
She sounds like Canadian. She's
Scribe.
appropriating
I
Canadian
know.
culture. Let me finish my stupid joke. Her wife sounds Canadian. She's appropriating Canadian culture and then appropriating Mexican culture by making Mexican food while being a Canadian appropriator. That makes her doubly racist and culturally appropriative. The end.
There you go.
all
Chat
all
We
while
actually-
tweaking monkey's nipples.
Oh no!
and bean flicking. Don't forget the bean flicking.
Oh no!
Monkey,
Chat.
I just,
You got what?
next time we're on my channel, you can't come.
He can come anytime he wants. Oh!
I can if I flick my beans, and you can't stop me.
That, SDA, you opened that door so wide.
Oh man. Yeah, so I was saying, chat, we're gonna be turning it over to you guys for a little while.
Sexual innuendo.
We have somebody new here with us, so ask Blood some questions too. And don't
Elephant in the
forget
room
to-
says sexual innuendo.
Don't forget to flick that
Scribe,
bean while
why
you're
don't
asking questions.
Double stream.
Sorry, what?
When are we doing the Daredevil stream?
Yes, the Daredevil stream is to be on this same channel, SDA's channel, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. SDA has finished watching Daredevil Season 1, and we will be discussing it as we did with Jessica Jones Season 1.
Yeah.
But you guys will be a lot nicer about Daredevil because it's a better show.
Yes.
Yeah.
it
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Who the fuck are you? Question from chat.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the heck are you?
Monkey, if you flick your beam, you're born with a cruel handicap. Thank you, Sanguine.
Where did I
So
get
who
my
are you,
name,
bud?
Corey? Who am I? You know, I've been
Who
trying
are
to
you?
figure that out for 50 plus years.
Blood is a cool YouTuber who does really long fucking videos, but he's funny as shit. You should go watch his movie that has me and Scribe in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Action movie.
I am. I'm proud of that one. Where did I get my name
video-
from?
Where'd you get your name?
It's actually from. I'm a comic book nerd. It's actually from an independent comic from the '80s of the same name.
Roll that beautiful beam footage. Fuck you. If she would do that, she would make so much money, but she has integrity.
SDA
Channel link for
Mara has
Bloodwing?
what? What?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What happened?
I don't know.
What were you gonna say? Wrong.
Somebody asked for the channel link for Bloodwing, so I'm getting it.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying about Mara?
Oh, somebody said SDA Mara. Wait, Mara has a problem with the engagement ring I bought for you. Yeah, probably because we're already engaged. We got engaged live. It was adorable.
If you flick too much, you'll go blind. That's a blatant lie. That's something they tell kids so they'll stop touching themselves. But I tested that theory, and I only have to wear glasses sometimes.
And I only occasionally shave my palms.
Did we miss any questions?
My accent. I was born in Kentucky, but I grew up a Hoosier, which is what they call people in Indiana for the uninitiated. So it's a mix of Hoosier redneck and Kentucky redneck.
The natural response by SDA is, wait, what's going on?
I had a question that came up in my comments earlier today. Bobby Lee Jordan wanted to know what other languages we speak, if we speak any other languages, because I was speaking German the other night, and he was curious if any of us speak any other languages than English fluently.
I can fluently understand redneck.
Okay.
Oh,
and I can actually if somebody is speaking Spanish to me, for the most part I can more or less get the gist of what they're saying.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I could speak a smattering of French, just enough to keep up with the conversation. And I guess you would count it. I know some sign language because my sister's deaf.
Oh, okay.
I know a little French. I surrender.
Would you rather be a Power Ranger or Kamen Rider? I don't know what a Kamen Rider is.
Yeah, so Power Ranger.
Go Power Ranger.
I want to be a Power Ranger. I love Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers!
Oh.
Excuse
me.
What, were
I
you
never
surprised
really
that we
liked
found
the-
something that I like?
No, well, yeah, that would be from your childhood, and I didn't think you had one. We have
I think I figured out.
Something?
I think I figured out why you wanted me on here, Monkey, so I can smoke on camera and get the focus off of you.
I was about to say, who used a lighter? Because it wasn't me this time.
It was
Not me.
me.
Oh,
Oh, joys.
which Care Bear? Which Care Bear power would you want, SDA?
Don't they just have the Care Bear stare? I love Care Bears.
She would be
Well,
Grumpy
Care
Bear.
Bears.
Yeah,
Joy-
I would not be Grumpy Bear. Grumpy Bear's
She
a
said
boy.
grumpily.
Joyce of
Aren't they
Sorrows
all-
trying to put me in a corner. If I had to kill one of the 3 people in the stream, who would it be?
There's 4 people in the stream. Oh my god! Brain teaser.
If you could live
You
anywhere
got to go
in
with
the
me
world,
because
where
I'm the
would
oldest.
you?
What's
Sorry.
that?
No, sorry. Go ahead. I thought we were done.
I just say the correct answer would be me because I've lived the longest. You got to let the others, keep living their life.
Oh, the sacrifice.
What is my favorite Power Ranger team? Voltron.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of funny. Someone said you wouldn't be Sunshine Bear SDA, and this is something my dad and I were looking at cars when I was like 16. And
so 10 minutes ago?
Shut up. And we found a yellow bug.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was like, "That's hilarious because you're such a ray of sunshine." And he was kidding, obviously. And now I drive a yellow bug. So yeah.
Do you call
You
it
should get
Bumblebee?
Sunshine Bear tattooed.
No, I don't
Tattooed
like
on your ass.
bees. No, gross. Monkey.
What? Scribe, what's
That's
your second
cute.
channel?
The second channel is called Non-Author Dark, NonaUthor. That's one word, and then Dark, just DARK. You have to. YouTube is kind of weird about it. It used to be able to allow me to just put that in and it would pop up. Now you have to sort of like verify to their search engine that that is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, because it'll be like, "Did you mean this?" And you have to be like, "No, you dumb fuck."
Yeah, so I'll put it in the chat for anybody who wants to look it up. It's a specialty channel that only deals with one particular subject matter. That's not dealing with anything that I do in my main channel. That's I think is the wise way to do it. If you're going to have a different tone to things, you just set up a different pipeline for it for people to pay attention to. I try to do one video a week. I'm not sure I have an idea for this week, but then I've been in that situation a couple weeks ago now, so maybe I will have something out tomorrow. We'll see.
Who's your favorite Garbage Pail Kid? I don't remember all of them. I don't remember many of them. I loved all of them. We had the whole set, but I don't remember them.
Hothead Harvey, because he was a robot. He was a Transformer Garbage Pail Kid. Of course, there was also, what was it? It was Eerie Eric or something, and it was the werewolf boy running in the moonlight.
Yeah, I just don't remember them all. Yeah. It's
funny.
So long ago. I was like 14 when those came out. Somebody said SDA should get a tramp stamp. We should pick a tramp stamp for her, guys. What would be?
I'm not
what should
getting
it say?
a tramp stamp.
Shh. We're not. This doesn't involve you.
Yes.
What should it say right across her ass, right at the tramp stamp spot? And remember to flick the bean as you're doing this. Oh man, I'm in a mood tonight. I apologize, guys. I'm having a lot of fun.
I apologize for having fun.
Selling my body. Thanks.
I'm not selling the body. It's fantasy. They're flicking your bean. Property of Bay.
Property of Bay. Yeah, there you go.
SDA Michelangelo, Scribe Leonardo, Monkey Raphael, and Blood Splinter.
There you go.
You didn't even let him be a turtle. There's another turtle.
I get the katana swords. Okay, I always liked Donatello personally, but mainly because I like Donatello mainly because his weapon in the NES game had a reach. But
oh yeah.
Scribe favorite musical.
Thank you, Noah. Scribes Forever.
Scribes Forever. Ooh. Favorite musical.
Thank you, Noah.
Probably Phantom of the Opera. Just because that was like the first musical I ever sort of was exposed to in the soundtrack and everything, and then I went to see it. I went to see it live on a trip to New York one time on Broadway, but the chandelier effect apparently malfunctioned. So that was like supposedly the big thing to see. That was sort of like what initiated the intermission. So the chandelier didn't fall and explode like it was supposed to. It just kind of sit there and flashed a bunch, and then the lights went out. It wasn't until years later that I saw it locally that I finally saw what the chandelier effect was supposed to do, and it was really cool. But anyway,
the chandelier is so cool. It was like the first time I saw Phantom live. Even when the chandelier just goes up right when it starts.
Yeah.
After they do the auction, because I was on a trip to New York and we saw it. And I already liked Phantom because I knew the music.
Right.
But that pretty much made me fall in love with it.
Yeah.
Joyce, I would have to go with Monkey's answer since I'm the one doing the killing and I'm the oldest. I'd have to go with the next oldest. He still insists on I answer that question.
Oh, there you go. we have some of the tramp stamp ideas.
Right.
We have sign in here, which is I like. Marriage is prostitution.
I'd actually be kind of okay with that. Funny.
If you're close enough to read this, you're close enough to get kicked. And yeah, property of scribe.
Scribe, yeah.
Boot was here.
How about no meatloaf?
No.
I'm not saying what popped in my mind.
I gotta step.
Why not?
I gotta step away for a second, guys. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right.
The first thing that popped in my mind was insert plunger here.
With little plungers all around it. Put plunger
Oh,
here.
Emperor just said that. Put plunger here.
Born grumpy.
Born grumpy. Do I have to get it in like gangster lettering? Ooh, that would be a good knuckle tattoo. Would that even fit? That wouldn't fit.
Well, you'd have to do a thumb too.
If we did thumbs, it would fit. God. Tattoos look like shit. Okay, well, since you want to marry me, that's gonna suck because I have tattoos.
I have one.
So.
Michael Phelps, my smush cookie.
I actually wore my Michael Phelps at Smush Cookie shirt to my exam.
You're not getting enough comments on it. You need to wear it somewhere with weird people. You need to go to an Antifa rally wearing it.
Yeah, the normies just aren't getting it.
I think it'd be funny one day to run into somebody who actually knows what it means and then be like, oh my God.
That would be awesome. Have you run into anybody who's recognized you from YouTube?
Nope.
That's cool. Me neither, but for obvious reasons.
SDA, I'll cover your tattoos up with foundation makeup. Yeah, I don't do people that feel like they need to change me. That's okay. I like my tattoos. They don't need to be covered up.
Well, mine is in a place that it's always covered, so.
I mean, my tattoos are always covered, but I don't really feel like they need to be like covered when I don't want them covered. I don't know if that makes any sense.
What do you mean when you don't want them covered?
What?
So there's times you want to show them off?
Yeah.
How naked do you have to be for this?
Well, they're on my ribs.
Oh, okay. So bathing suit.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't trying to be. I didn't know a better way. I should have said like how undressed, but that sounded even.
How naked you have to be. Like
how naked do you gotta be?
But they're on my ribs.
And you've told me that, and I should have remembered. So that's on me. If Scribbles was here, I would suggest last call because I am running out of steam here. Unless you guys have stuff.
I don't have stuff. I'm tired too.
All right, guys. With that yawn, we're going to do last call. So anything you want to talk about, questions you have, now's the time to ask, or you got to wait 24 hours. Well, I can't do the math in my head. 20 some hours until tomorrow.
22 hours.
Thank you. Speaking of which, tomorrow we will be on Scribe Stream. But before we do that, Scribe and SDA will be on this channel talking about Daredevil.
SDA, you always sound tired. I don't always sound tired.
Usually she sounds depressed.
I do not.
You do sometimes.
You guys are so judgy.
You did last night. Your reaction to that Star Wars story is one of my favorite things we've ever done.
That was pretty good.
What did I do?
Because you got so animated. It was so funny. Sarah, no, my wife did not get nipple clamps. And if she did, I wouldn't let her use them on me because ouch. Who is the master? I don't know. What's your favorite cartoon? My favorite cartoon ever is Rescue Rangers.
Mine is the original Johnny Quest.
I really like My Little Pony. My Little Pony's
My
good.
Little Pony. She's a brony, y'all.
I'd have to have a penis to be a brony.
We don't know that you don't.
Exactly.
Thank you. Scribe, we did do last call. Oh, there's a good one. If you had to lose a sense, which sense would it be? I'm assuming which one would be okay with losing.
Ooh.
None of them.
I would have to probably smell would be the one I would miss the least.
Yeah, I can do without smell. Thank you.
Yeah. It's probably the one I would pick, but my dad lost his sense of smell, and it also affected his sense of taste.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's why I'm
I
kind
thought
of
about
okay
that.
with it.
My sense of shame.
Oh, I wasn't born with one of those.
I know, right? SDA should say her sense of humor because that's already gone.
I'm gonna smack you with something.
Exactly.
And
I rest my case.
See?
I'm gonna be happy about it.
Anyone recognize this quote? Time is not made out of lines. Time is made out of circles. That's why clocks are round. I do not.
Oh,
Scott probably does though.
No.
He knows everything.
Nope.
And
it
it's a little
sounds
scary.
familiar, and I can't place it. Dadgummit.
Was it Time Bandits?
Now, do you say dadgummit in real life often?
Yes, I do.
I love that about you.
I don't curse. It's not a religious thing or anything. I just don't. I'm usually surrounded by a lot of little kids, so.
Right.
People say, well, why do you censor yourself? Well, if I meant to say one thing and said another, that'd be censoring. But when I say dadgummit, that's what I meant.
Chat would like to remind me that Scribe is supposed to be the one doing the beating in this relationship. I know.
Exactly. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. She needs to be reminded by more than one voice from time to time.
Similar to our last one, if you had to lose a limb, which would it be?
Oh. I don't know. Like, people.
A leg.
It's gross, though. It's gross looking.
If I had to lose a limb, it'd be one leg. I don't know. Preferably my left leg, I guess, if I had to lose a limb.
Yeah, I'd go with a leg, too.
Yeah.
I guess I'd have to.
Hobbling, but I don't want to do a robo worm.
Yeah. I guess I'd have to. I'd just be beat, not to bring the stream down, but the disease I have, that's a possible outcome anyway. So.
No.
You got the sugar?
Way to go, chat. Hitting too close to home. What's wrong with you?
I'm borderline, but no, my disease is called
Leg fall off it?
It's called PAD, peripheral arterial disease, which is just, if you want to oversimplify it, it's just I don't get blood flow to my legs and arms.
Right. Yeah, for me, it'd have to be a leg just because technology makes it so much easier to live without a leg than an arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If
I already walk
bionic
with
arms. Okay. Who would you like to interview next stream?
No one.
I'd like to interview myself.
That would be interesting.
That's just called masturbation, isn't it?
Well, bean flicking, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'd like to do.
Well, you should do this then. You should record all the questions you would ask yourself, and then go back and listen to them and record your answers, and then make an interview video of yourself. Or wait a week. Wait a week so you forget what you asked, and then go back, and then it'll be a bit more fresh.
I already know myself so well. It's hard to do that. It would be fun, but I would like to have guests on now and then on this. But I would want it to be on a stream where we knew it was going to die early or something, like we were really tired. So it would be really hard to schedule it. Basically, I want to use people to keep us interesting.
Okay, I have to read this. I'm sorry.
Monkey
Monkey
05.
could
Okay.
lose his third leg since he no longer has feeling down there.
Oh.
just-
Okay, we need to correct that. There is feeling. It's just very muted. It's yeah.
And silence falls across the stone.
And I still have to pee.
Wee wee. I was speaking French.
Wee
French.
wee.
Oui, oui, monsieur.
Oui, oui, mon capitaine.
Oh my god.
Monkey dick. I do like that SDA was just talking about my dick.
Even though we were talking about chopping it off.
You're still talking about my dick? I got my dick in your
Okay.
mouth. How you like that?
Whoa.
Oh,
We're in a
Good one.
mood today.
I know. I'm a little bit tired.
so the stream
in the
starts
fun
with
one.
so the stream starts with a cock holster and ends with a monkey dick.
And that's a good place to end it. Monkey, will you sign us off, please?
Yes, I will. Chat, thank you so much for coming. And yes, I am waving at you guys. Love you. You guys are awesome. And thank you for invested in us, that you show up way too damn early and start talking. We love you for that. Bloodwing, thank you for joining us and using us to do your face reveal. That was awesome, dude.
Thanks for having
You're
me,
a
man.
beautiful man.
Thank you.
SDA Scott, a pleasure as always. Guys, your life makes me sad. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.